Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen. Hey, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. We're going to go ahead and get right on into the topic, but first, a word from our sponsor.
This is A-Game, fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. So welcome all my Crimsonites. Once you get on in here, please don't forget to hit the like button and hit the share button and subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel. So as usual, we're just going to jump right into the topic. As we can see the title, The Worst Thing Feminism Stole from Women. And I was sitting here thinking about all the things, all the lies, all the ways in which the so-called feminist movement and all of the other sub-movements, the intersectionality movement and the liberation movement and all these other different movements and ideologies and all of these things. Among the things that it has done to the society at large, to women more specifically, it has taken us away from our womanhood, and it's taken us away from understanding exactly what our place is as women. But I think the worst thing that feminism stole from women is our ability to think logically. We've become so warped as a group of women with a victim mindset, always needing to be right, always needing to fight in some way, and just needing to harbor, even if it's just a low-grade sort of misandry. All of those things have caused a lot of women to simply not be able to think logically anymore. And I think that's probably the saddest thing and the worst thing that feminism stole from women. We can't think. I listen to different panels. I listen to call-in shows sometimes, and I hear the way that women talk. And the logic is just not there. It's just not there. It's so centered upon being right that you forget how to be true. So focused are women on these feminist, misandrist talking points that they forget how to think and how to, put 1 + 1 together and come up with 2. I think that's the saddest thing. Probably going to show you guys something probably on my next live stream that illustrates this point. But if you've been in this space or you've been on social media long enough and you've run into the feminist side of different social media, right? Because Twitter has feminist Twitter, right? And then you've got that type of thing on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and even on YouTube. And when you go to these spaces and when you listen to these women talk, it doesn't make any sense. And I think that the saddest part is that they think they make sense. They believe, many of them, what they are saying, and they believe that it makes sense. And when you point out that this is an illogical, you're making illogical leaps mentally, and it leads to intellectual dishonesty. It leads to being highly disingenuous, and all of these things, logical fallacies, and the works. When you point it out, it's like the cognitive dissonance, you can hear it. Or if you're looking at them, you can see it on their faces, or you can hear it in their voices when you're talking to them and you hit a point that can't be refuted, can't be spent, can't be denied, can't be turned on its head. And then they're like, wait, but then the cognitive dissonance phase kind of passes and they go right back to the narrative. They go right back to the feminist programming. They go right back to the programming. And it's so dangerous. And I don't understand why women don't know that you've lost the ability to think practically and think logically. That's already not a feminine strong suit, right? Because we deal more in emotional things, right? We will rely more on our intuition, our insight, our emotions, our emotional intelligence. But that doesn't mean to suggest that women don't have the capacity to think in a linear fashion and to think practically and to think logically and reasonably. We have logic and reason. We're human beings. You know, we're women and we operate a little bit differently, but that doesn't mean that we can't think. But feminism has robbed us of our ability to think and has successfully deluded women into thinking that they think on a higher plane, which you don't. You're not even on a basic level of logic because you can't keep it up. You can't keep up a logical debate. You can't keep up logical talking points. When someone leads you into something that is logical, you can't even accept it. Okay, that made sense. That made more sense than what I was saying because it's not steeped in logic. It's not about the truth. Feminism has never been about the truth of anything. It's always been about a narrative, creating a situation, creating a feeling, creating an atmosphere, you know, and all of these sorts of things where women can feel one way or another, usually victimized, and they can act emotionally upon that. They can act on their emotions rather than act on any intellect that they have. So I just wanted to stop by and say that to you guys. You know, I think that it's very sad. And that's one of the things that on my channel, I'm trying to get women to come back to. Just logical thought. Try to take your emotions out of every interaction, especially every interaction that you have with a man. Immediately, this programming comes into play anytime you have an interaction with a man, no matter whether it's supposed to be a friendly interaction or a serious interaction or business or personal, whatever the nature of that interaction may be, there's always this feminine programming that comes up, the feminist programming that comes up, and then you start competing with them, even in incremental ways. Even in incremental ways, you'll start correcting him, you'll start doing things. It's masculine, it's very masculine. But you're missing the better part of masculinity, which is the logic and the reason. It's giving you a lot of masculine emotional things, but not the crown jewel of masculinity, which is the thought, the ability to be pragmatic, the ability to be reasonable, the ability to be logical even under situations that would cause a lot of emotional stress or output. All right, so I'm gonna cut on out of here. Before I go, this show has been sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. So what I need for my Crimsonites to do is to go into the description box, hit the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. Go ahead and get a 10% discount using the code Kendra10. All right. And with that being said, peace out, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.